YouTube, what is up? Guys, it is late winter, early spring. We're in that weird little transition period. Today is like a high of 70, but it's supposed to drop down to like 40 for the next week. So we're in that crazy time of year, man, but I know the fish are moving shallow. If you go back and check out my last video, I was bank fishing, but I caught a bunch of fish shallow on a spinnerbait. So I know that the fish are thinking about spawn. We're like getting into the pre-spawn, maybe the pre-spawn, but it's getting to be that time of year, man, where it's starting to get good and juicy. So today's my first day bringing the boat out, man. So I'm pretty stoked about that, but it's pretty windy, pretty muddy. I just went down there and looked at the water, so it might be a challenge today. But when the weather's like this, when the water's like this, that really narrows down what you're gonna throw. So for me, that simplifies it, which is a good thing. I'm gonna get out there and yeah, see if we can't nail a couple first time out on the boat this year. All right, little update. Been out here for a couple hours and some change maybe, and not a bite. I just knew that today was gonna be tough. You guys have one of those ponds or lakes that just has your number? This is definitely it for me. I've never done really outstanding here. Probably fished here like, oh, I don't know, man, maybe 30 times, maybe 50. I mean, a lot. And golly, I just cannot ever have just a crazy bag out here or a giant, but I know people that have. And so it's just one of those weird things, man, where it's like, it's got my number. It's just got my number. So that means you're due though, right? Fish on, baby. Woo! Let's go, dude. Yo, I'm speechless right now, guys. It's like maybe 3 hours into this trip, not a bite, and we just ran into an absolute toad of a fish. Oh my gosh. I gotta collect myself right here. Hold on. Oh my goodness. This is a fat fish, guys. I am so happy the camera was rolling. Look at this fish. Oh my goodness. Rolling this squarebill crankbait right off of some wood. Man, look at this fish. Look how fat this fish is. Look at that belly. Awesome. All right, we're gonna let this girl go. All right. Wow. All right, so here is what did the damage. This little red, yellow-bellied squarebill crankbait. So fishing is really about running and finding a pattern. And so I came over to this side of the lake way too late in the day, obviously, but there's way more standing timber on this side of the lake. And so my thought was to come over here and try to run this squarebill off some wood. And literally the first cast, and I was pretty far offshore too. First cast, I ran into that fish. Unbelievable. So yeah, I don't have much time left, so I'm gonna go out here and just run this a little bit more just to see if I can catch some more. But that was just that was awesome, man. Definitely makes you forget all about those 3 hours with no bite. All right guys, that is it. I'm on the road, heading back to the house, and I am smiling. 1 4-pound bass. It was about 4.5 pounds. Made that trip worth it for sure. And you saw how hyped I got in the video, man. So you go 3 hours with no bite, and then that happens, and I was almost ready to go. I was almost ready to pack it up and go home, maybe like 10-15 minutes, and I was out of there. And that happened, and so that was just so incredible, man. You just never know. You keep casting, and that could have been a pattern, you know. When you say pattern, obviously you have to catch a few fish doing the same thing. And since that was the only fish I caught doing that, I can't say that I figured the pattern out necessarily, but I feel confident that if I had more time, I might have been able to catch more fish doing that. I did try that for like maybe 15-20 more minutes after I caught that fish, and nothing. But it's all good, man. That was just that was so much fun. And it's just, fishing is funny. I was sitting here thinking about it. Last year I didn't catch 1 4-pound bass. I got close a few times, and granted, I don't fish every weekend, but I fish enough, and I fish enough good places to where it should have happened at least once or twice, and it didn't. And so I was really pumped up to see, honestly, when I saw that fish, how fat it was. I thought it was 6 pounds, but it's just been, because it's been so long since I've held the 4-pound bass, I just forgot what it looked like, I guess. But yeah, man, that was just pretty rad. You know, I'm not really too good at putting videos out if I don't catch any fish, or if I just catch a dink or two. Some guys can do that and do it well, but you know, not me. So those videos usually don't see the internet. But today, this one's absolutely going up with that big bass. It's early March, and we already got that 4-pounder out of the way. First time taking the boat out. Just so cool, man. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.